Blue Women's star Kaye Adams is trading girl talk for glitter as she tries to sashay to victory on this year's Strictly Come Dancing. Now in its 20th series, the BBC One show will see 15 celebs go head-to-head on the dance floor in a bid to lift the Glitterball trophy. Until now, Kaye said she never would have dreamed of taking part in the glitzy show because she didn't think she was young or glamorous enough. And she has turned to her daughters, Charlie, 20, and 15-year-old Bonnie, who she shares with long-term partner Ian Campbell, for advice. The opinionated TV star said the most valuable piece is to listen to the judges, in silence. Don't have any of your smart comments for the judges. Just shut up, Kaye said her girls told her while writing in her column for New magazine. Kaye first met Ian when he was her tennis coach 28 years ago. He was then in his late 20s and divided his time between Italy and Scotland. It took 8 years before they decided to settle down and have kids, although she explained Ian was unconventional and marriage wasn't important to either of them. The huge decision for Ian and I was to have children, and I guess that was our equivalent of getting married, she previously told the Mirror. It was 8 years before we had kids, and I think, for us, that represents our commitment to each other. We would never have had children if we weren't going to stay together, and getting married isn't something that needs to happen for our relationship. Although these days, Kaye, who lives with her family in Glasgow, admits that if Ian was to pop the question, she would say yes. When we first met, I didn't have any great thoughts of settling down at that stage either, she continued. It was just a relationship that carried on, very happily, and maybe we just passed the point of getting married. We don't have an anniversary, but we've been together for about 22 years. But if Ian wants to pop the question and I get a decent ring and a good holiday out of it, I wouldn't say no. Meanwhile, the star recently admitted to lying to her daughters about her age, shaving a whole decade off the real number. The presenter invented a fake date of birth, cut 10 years off her age, and kept up the pretense for more than a decade before finally coming clean. Kaye, who turns 60 in December, said Charlie was unaware until she confessed the truth when her girl turned 12. The TV star hates her age so much that she hasn't even had a proper birthday celebration since she turned 30. She admitted, "It's pathetic, but I lopped off 10 years and merrily lied away, including a fake date of birth which I had off pat. I'm generally an honest person, but I've always been a good liar, and parents lie all the time to little children. At the time I did it without thinking, it's just a stupid habit you get into and think it's funny. But now when I look back, I think, oh my God, you were sick." Kaye, who was 40 when her daughter was born, adds, "By the time she got to around 12 I was beginning to feel uncomfortable. So I broke the truth to her in a coffee shop, which was a lot more traumatic than I thought it would be. I thought she'd think it was funny, but she was genuinely disappointed in me. You'll never forget her little face. I feel terrible, she was so shocked. She had it in her head I was the same age as her friends' parents, and suddenly I wasn't, and that rocked her." Kaye has even tried to hide her age from her loose women colleagues. She added, "They all think I'm absolutely pathetic. Nadia Sawala stole my driving license at one point. Inside I was thinking, I've got to be a good sport about this, but I struggled to smile." What do you think of this year's Strictly lineup? Have your say in the comments section below. Read more. Strictly Come Dancing 2022. Strictly 2022 couples announced in full how much Strictly pros and celebs earn. Strictly fans work out. 2022 winner. Strictly 2022 has two same-sex couples.